Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 57. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Jets.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situation.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And the Niners are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing now is Lance. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field. A 1st down as they get 12 on the fake punt. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, Try to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2nd and 15. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Lance throwing complete here to Sermon. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. From the gun, it's Lance. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. On 1st down, Lance. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
This to the outside, it's Sermon. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Lance got his target, Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Rolling to his left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Lance now to throw. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. Touchdown 49ers. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Airing one out for Crowder. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance over the middle, complete to Samuel. From midfield, here's Lance. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Lance now on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down, it's Sermon. Oh, nice move. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Carl Lawson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Lance to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. John Franklin Myers able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle to Smith. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And Lance going to throw.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this where both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. And he's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Melvin Gordon punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Lance. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Can you believe the decision to go for 2 here? For all intents and purposes, this play could decide the Super Bowl. And he's in. The move pays off, and they've taken the lead in this Super Bowl. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you that you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Trey Sermon, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll buy some, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll go for it. Lance, pass complete, Samuel. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors. Home
field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely Do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Super Bowl 56.
So in the aftermath of the big game.